Hello friends, it's Mallory with Made by Manny and Mal. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are sticking with the space theme. We are doing another kind of galaxy outer space themed tumbler. This one was requested. I had made a video on TikTok updating an old tumbler that I had made like forever ago. I didn't strip it or anything. I just kind of went for it. Had no vision in mind, just had some glitter I wanted to use, decided to use it, and this is what I came up with. A couple of people said, hey, you want to make a video about that? So I said, yes, I do. So this is the cup we're going to be recreating today. I'm going to show you exactly what I did from start to finish, or what I would do if I were doing this cup from start to finish brand new. So it will maybe end up looking a little bit different than this, but you'll still get the idea, still get the technique down, and hopefully you enjoy it. I cannot wait to see what you come up with using this technique and this design. I am so into the space galaxy deal right now, so hopefully you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give them a thumbs up. They are all on my channel for you to watch if you have not seen them already. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Let's go, hit that button. We upload new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. If you want to be notified every time we upload a brand new video, you can also hit that bell notification icon and you'll get a notification every time we post. Okay. Is that all? Check the description box for everything I'm using in this video. You might be some discount codes in there. Everything I use will be linked, so don't worry, I got you. Okay, that's all. Let's go.
We're using a 20-ounce curve from Craft Haven for this round of this design. I've already prepped it and sanded it. It's ready to go. We're going to be using a few different paints. I used these four, which will all be linked in the description box below, by the way. And then I also used a couple that are also linked. I used more purple and a little bit more like periwinkle vibes here. And I'm painting in a swirl pattern. This does not have to be a perfect swirl. This is just to use as a base and a guide for our glitter. So here's what the swirl looks like. It's really kind of choppy and just a little bit rustic, which is what I want. I don't want this to look like perfect swirl pattern. Once the paint dried, I was ready to apply my glitter using the epoxy method. So I'm taking a little bit of leftover epoxy that had a little bit of glitter mixed into it and spreading that all over the cup. We're going to be using quite a few different glitters in this tutorial, so they will all be linked and listed in the description box below. The first color we're using is really like the main inspiration for this whole color scheme and design. It is called Space Force from PDB. This was in a glitter pack they released not too long ago, and these colors are just like so cool. So this color, along with Ozone, which is the one we're going to be using next, really inspired this entire design. So I'm taking Space Force and just doing a big swirl along those deep blue paint strokes that we have, and then I'm taking Ozone next and just building up right next to that. We're taking our chunky colors first and placing them down. We're not worried about going too light with the coverage, but we are kind of laying out a roadmap that we're going to build on as we progress with our glitter. So doing a couple strokes here of Ozone, and this is what we've got. See, there's no real like super swirl pattern. We just want to get a few different variations of different colors moving in kind of a swirl pattern around the cup. The next color I took was Parabatai. That's a chunky white from Peachy Olive Glitters. And then I'm going to take Stupid Birds from Peachy Olive Glitters and kind of swirl that next to our white on those lighter periwinkle sections. And we're really not worried about layering glitters. We want these to all mix together and kind of fade in and out of each other and really create this nice swirly mixed kind of vibe. So next we're taking Saros from PDB, and this is a new color I got recently and I am liking it. It's like a holographic kind of gray gunmetal color, and we're taking that over the darker blue portions. And then I'm going to use Zeus, which is also a new one that is quickly rising to the top of my favorites. I just poured a little bit in a cup so I could get it easier on the cup here. And then, yeah, just taking this and putting it over those sections that we put the Stupid Birds and kind of building that color up. Then I'm taking Hydra from PDB, and I'm really just going ham with Hydra here. I'm taking it over Ozone and Saros and Parabatai to lighten that up and fill in any gaps that we might have. And then I'm taking 2020 from Peachy Olive Glitters and going over that bottom portion of the cup and kind of mixing in with Saros and Ozone. As you can see, I'm really not going in any sort of pattern or trying to, keep certain colors with other certain colors. I'm really just layering them on top of each other, mixing them together, trying to maintain that swirl pattern just a little bit, but I'm really not trying to keep this nice and tidy or anything like that. Just letting the colors go where they will, and that's what's going to create this really whimsical, spacey galaxy pattern. The final color we're using is Bellatrix from PDB. It is a really pretty holographic purple, so we're just taking that and filling in any of the blank spots that we have left remaining on this cup. So here's what we've got, and once it dried, I sealed it with semi-gloss clear from Rustoleum. Just gave it a really nice generous coat, and then let that dry about an hour before we went in with our first coat of epoxy. My first coat of epoxy was very thin, and once I did that coat, I did 2 more coats that were a more regular size. I did about 25 milliliters, and once that second or third, coat of epoxy was totally cured, we were ready to go in and do all of our sanding and rim cleaning and all of that. So this coat cured about 12 hours, and once that was dry, I went in to do all of my sanding. I'm using a 60 grit sanding block to do all my sanding. I have enough epoxy on this cup that I'm not worried about hitting the glitter with this really rough grit. If you don't have too much epoxy on your cup, you might want to use a finer grit sanding block to get everything clean, but I'm pretty confident in using the 60 because of the amount of epoxy I have on the cup already. Before I start my sanding, I'm going to take my craft knife and just clean up that top rim of the cup, get rid of any excess epoxy that's up there. And once I've got that done, I'm taking that sanding block, holding it at about a 45-degree angle, just like I'm showing you right here, and I'm going back and forth to expose the thin line of stainless steel that's going to help us form our seal with our epoxy later. Once I've got that taken care of, I'm just going to sand the rest of the cup, make sure it's pretty smooth. We don't need perfection by any means, but just wanted to smooth it up. I washed it with dish soap and water, and now we are ready to go with our next coat of epoxy. For this one, we're going to add in all of our colored pigments to create this kind of Milky Way flow. So I'm taking Armor Art and a few alcohol inks from PDB, along with a few pigment powders. So I'm doing first a few drops of Oasis, and then I'm taking Lotus in 1 cup, and then with Lotus, I'm mixing up a little bit of LOL pigment powder into the same cup. I've got maybe 5 to 10 milliliters of epoxy in each cup, and I definitely didn't use it all. So then next we're taking Miss Jackson, and in with Miss Jackson, I'm putting a little spoonful of Blew My Mind pigment powder, and then a little bit of Easy Flow Armor Art from CCDIY into its own cup. And then I will mix all these together, and then I forgot that I hadn't mixed my black yet. So I went back and I got some Black Pearl pigment powder along with Diamond Dust pigment powder to mix into 1 cup together as well. Can we just pause for a moment and talk about Miss Jackson and Blew My Mind together in the same cup? Wow, these pigment powders mixed with the alcohol inks make some beautiful pigments, holy moly. I applied a pretty hefty coat of epoxy onto my cup. I'm using a little extra epoxy for this. I wanted to use regular epoxy versus fast set so our colors would get maximum movement and wouldn't, cure too quickly before they got all their movement in. So I'm just taking color by color and stringing it onto my cup in the same kind of swirl pattern that we did with our glitter. I'm not trying to match up colors really. I'm just putting them wherever I feel like. These colors blend together really nicely, so I just wanted to make them all kind of cohesive and go together. So I'm not really worried about putting, the purple with the purple and the white with the white kind of thing. So just put these wherever you feel. You can put as much or as little as you would like. I would like to say maybe add less in the beginning, let it spin a little while, and then if you want to add more, you can go ahead and add some more. You can always add more, but you can't take away. So just keep that in mind as you're adding your colors. Once I had all my colors on, I took my heat gun and tried to disperse them as much as possible. I probably, to be honest, put a little too much heat on them. They really moved a lot. So just be careful when you're adding your heat. Your cup is going to spin and the colors are going to move, so you probably don't need to help them that much. I did change the direction of my turner like maybe every 10-15 minutes. And then after it spun a little while, I took it off my turner and just kind of held it vertically, upside down, regular, to get the colors to move up and down a little bit. And then I left it alone. So once it was done spinning, I cleaned up the rim one more time, and here's what we've got. I really love how these swirls turned out. The colors kind of mixed together and gave a really cool marble feel. So for the decal, we're using a kind of celestial witchy type decal, and the words are really tiny. So I put a circle around the decal to help me weed it, and I'm going to weed pretty much the entire decal on the tumbler. So I'm just going to take out the little, middle of the letters, and then I'm going to transfer the entire remainder of the decal onto my cup and then weed it once it's applied. All we're going to see of this decal are the words and like the moon phases in the middle. So all of that middle vinyl is going to be weeded out. So we're going to apply this and it's going to look really crinkly and kind of bubbly and messed up. But once we weed out all the middle parts, it's going to lay just fine. So it's gonna look kind of crazy at this point, but don't worry, we're gonna weed it out. Everything will lay down just fine. The reason that this is happening is because we're applying a circle over a curved surface, and there's nowhere for all of that vinyl to go, if that makes sense. So no matter what you do, it's probably going to crinkle and crease and be like this if you are not like a 1,000,000% pro at applying circular decals to curved cups. So I'm going to remove my transfer tape, and then I'm just going to take off that circle that I added for weeding purposes. And then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and trim around my design a little bit, just so I can weed in smaller pieces and kind of break it up as I go. You can totally do this before you apply your decal as well, if you don't want to put any lines or anything in your cup. I'm taking my tweezers and weeding little by little each section. I'm being really careful as I do this. You don't want to just rip everything off and lift your letters or anything. So just be really careful as you do this, but applying the decal first before you weed, especially with tiny letters like this, gives them something to anchor to, so they're less likely to lift up or get lost or get weeded out or anything like that. So I really like doing this for decals that are small and detailed like this one is. If you have any letters that kind of go astray, like this I in gratitude did, you can just gently lift it up and reposition it. I also lost the I in humility, and I just cut another one out and put it on there. So this is not a foolproof method, but it still works a lot better than trying to weed it just like normal. I'm going to seal this vinyl using Quick Coat from CCDIY. I don't want any lifting or anything with the super tiny delicate letters, so I applied a coat of Quick Coat and I let it dry about 45 minutes. Then I added another coat of epoxy. I'm using KS Resin Ultra UV Liquidy Split Epoxy, and I did a pretty generous coat, maybe like 20 to 25 milliliters. And I let it spin about 10 to 15 minutes before I added in my little extra glitter. I'm taking basic White Girl from Peachy Olive Glitters and just doing a little pinch of it and sprinkling it all over the cup. This is going to give us some added dimension, a little bit of surface level glitter to bring out the sparkle of the glitters underneath and really tie everything together. So I am definitely not being shy with this glitter. I am putting a lot of it on there, and I'm just going all over the cup, sprinkling it, just with my fingers, a little pinch here and there to really just like level up this design. Once that coat of epoxy cured, I went in with my final coat of epoxy. I'm using a little extra here, and I'm putting maybe like 20 milliliters on this final coat. We don't need much. Our cup is pretty much smooth. Just want to seal in that glitter that we added in during our last coat. Once this final coat cured, we were all done. I really hope you love this updated version of the cup that inspired this whole thing in the first place. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and for sure let me know what you think in the comments. I absolutely love this design, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Okay, love you. Bye.